Today, let's get started with Jon Jones fires back at Daniel Cormier. Yesterday, Jon Jones posted a video addressing Cormier's comments about him spending Thanksgiving alone. Jones flipped the narrative, saying DC was projecting, and added that he loves anyone who spent the holiday without friends or family. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like on this video. To support the channel, let's aim for 1,000 likes. He didn't stop there. Jones takes it to X. Jon followed up with a sharp tweet aimed directly at DC. Imagine a man getting his ass kicked, and years later, he's still pondering how I spend my holidays. Brother, that's not a concern. That's a long-term rental, utilities included.
I want to take the time out to say a happy Thanksgiving to the people who are not with their friends and family today. Happy Thanksgiving. And if no one tells you that they love you today, I love you. And Dutch loves you. Ain't that right, Dutch? That's right. Have a blessed day. We love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ilia Topuria announces delayed return to UFC. UFC double champion Ilia Topuria has confirmed that he will not be returning in early 2026, despite earlier expectations that he would headline a major event early next year. Following reports circulating Thursday, Topuria addressed the situation directly in a heartfelt statement posted on X. Ilia Topuria's posted on X writing, "I won't be fighting in the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve this situation as soon as possible. I don't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make the matchups needed, and as soon as the matters are resolved, I'll let the UFC know I'm ready to begin my return." The news caught fans by surprise, especially given recent buzz about potential matchups at featherweight and even lightweight. But one of the first and most meaningful reactions came from former champion Max Holloway, who offered empathy and support. Max Holloway responds. Holloway replied to Topuria's post, writing, "Sorry to hear, champ. If it's what I'm hearing it is. I know the struggle firsthand trying to fight while protecting your kids. Hope all goes well." Ilia's replied to Max. Topuria responded graciously. "Thanks for the support, brother. All the best for you and your family." Paddy Pimblett has already pre-planned his 2026. Paddy Pimblett says 2026 will be his year, claiming he'll win the interim belt, dethrone Ilia Topuria, and then defend the title against Arman Tsarukyan. Paddy didn't hold back when outlining his roadmap.
First ever time I'm going to have fought in January, the earliest I've ever fought. It's going to ruin my Christmas dinner and my birthday because I'm 31 like 3 weeks before it. But it's all going to be worth it when I lift that real title above my head, and Paddy the Baddy is a world champion, and 2026 is going to be the biggest year of my life. I am coming for that interim title, then I'll be making it the undisputed title when I come and beat Ilia Topuria up and take the undisputed title. And then little posh boy, if he manages to fight in that time, because he likes sitting out and saying he's got a sore back, if little posh boy fights in that time and keeps his ranking, I'll punch his head in as well.
Diego Lopes fires back at featherweight contenders, complaining about not getting title shot. Diego Lopes has a message for every featherweight contender upset about not getting the title shot at UFC 325. Even after coming off a decision loss at UFC 314, Lopes wasn't shy about calling out the division. He took to X and wrote, "My face when I saw everyone crying. Sitting around, he won't give you a title fight. Get to work and stop whining on social media." Volkanovski's coach surprised Diego Lopes got the next fight. Alexander Volkanovski's coach revealed they were not expecting Diego Lopes to be the one booked, especially with Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev in the mix.
How long ago did you find out that it was actually going to be Diego? Because it was supposed to be Murphy initially, right? That's what all the reports were. That's what kind of like Alex was talking about.
Yeah, it was. That's what they'd given us. Probably, I'd say a week or two after Diego's fight, they put that on the table to us. Because initially we were going to be fighting in December, you know, that we were going to headline this December card, and we were all set for that. You know, we thought it was going to be either Mosvar or Murphy, or the winner out of Murphy and what? I can't remember who Murphy
and Pico, Aaron Pico.
Yes. And so we had that sort of, it was going to be out of Murphy or Pico, maybe a Mosvar, but we didn't really have much hope on that. And then when Murphy had that spectacular KO, we said, yeah, it's Murphy, you know, and all indications and everything, you know, led to Murphy. Till Diego had his spectacular KO and everything changed.
TJ Dillashaw says Ilia Topuria is running from Arman Tsarukyan. TJ Dillashaw didn't hold back when asked about the Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan situation, and according to him, the lightweight champ wants no part of Arman.
Ilia has expressed interest about moving up and maybe trying to face Makhachev. How realistic is this scenario, do you think? Does it leave Tsarukyan in limbo at lightweight?
Stupid. He's not moving up. Like, come on. There's too many horses in the stable at 170.
I'm moving up.
Yeah.
Is he trying to run from Arman? Is Ilia running from Arman?
I do think so.
Oh,
okay. That's
I do think so.
legit.
Hello.
But with that said, I think that Ilia Topuria.
Who wouldn't want to run from Arman?
Is
Have you seen him before?
I'm running from him currently. I don't even know the guy I'm running from.
I do think Ilia Topuria is the highest skilled fighter in the UFC right now, but I do think he is threatened by Arman. Arman's big, he's strong, he's great at the weight class, his boxing is clean, great grappling. It's a tough fight for him to where he can go to 70s. Maybe he doesn't get the win. It doesn't make sense to me. The only fight for Ilia Topuria right now is Arman.
Jon Anik says Belal Muhammad must rely on wrestling. Jon Anik has weighed in on Belal Muhammad's future following his unanimous decision loss to Ian Machado Gary at UFC Qatar. According to Anik, Belal will need to lean far more heavily on his wrestling if he wants to remain competitive with the very top welterweights in the division right now.
Dear friend of the family, so sometimes it's hard to look at this with a critical eye, I guess. But when Belal says there's work to do, isn't that to go to Dagestan for 2 to 3 years and get to being that type of stylist, right? He's an outstanding striker. You don't become a world champion being a one-trick pony. But I think Belal Muhammad is going to handle this new wave of welterweights. I would think it would be more rooted in wrestling maintenance and the striking being sort of a means to an end in terms of trying to get the fight to a place where he can dominate and potentially suffocate.
It's great to hear that from an athlete like Belal. When you're honest with yourself and you're looking at it with a critical eye and you're going, what do I need to fix this? To me, I think he's thinking that exact thing, John, which is, shoring up his wrestling and getting that better and using his striking, like you said, as a way to get in on those legs or get in on those takedowns.
Aljamain Sterling questions Diego Lopes getting a title shot. Former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling is raising eyebrows over talk of Diego Lopes potentially receiving a UFC title shot, and he's not holding back his criticism. Before we continue, help us reach our goal of 1,000 subscribers here on MMA Explorers. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notification so you don't miss any of our daily MMA content.
So I'm just trying to make it make sense in my head. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us a champion that could represent Mexico and pretty much Brazil too. It's just, what is the criteria? That is all I want to know. I just want something that when we come into this sport, because I'm now 36, I got into this sport when I was 24, and merit used to mean something for the most part. The UFC used to be the organization, the best fights the best. Now it's, are you the most popular guy? Because if you're the most popular guy and you can fight just a little bit, we'll throw you in there. As long as you can fight a little bit and beat some of the best guys or beat some favorable matchups that people might know, but it's enough for you to get a highlight win, we'll put you in that spot. And hopefully, if you're lucky, we cash out. It doesn't make any sense because we come in, we are told the best guys will fight the best guys. You eat what you kill. Well, how can you kill something if you're not given the opportunity?
Let's wrap it up for the day. Thanks for watching.